worry about the Rift. It's not supposed to gobble up Arcadia for years, and I'm sure something else will kill you way before then.
Appreciate if you cleared out. Quick once over.
Alright. So I'm gonna try to start where I left
What
off.
are they up to? His gaze sees all.
I died here yesterday.
Giving chase.
Alright, let's see how it goes.
Come on out. So we might talk this over.
I don't have too many bullets. There's a lot of dudes.
Forever vigilant. Mickey, walk on over there, huh? Wrong place to linger. Found you.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Am not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
Beware of bushwhackers.
Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. Someone call for a medic.
Away!
Ready to waste him. On your command.
Giving chase. Let us reconvene.
No!
Always watch. Liquor our support. No party shall.
Oh,
Just giving chase. Is looking for cover. Come on out, so we might talk this over.
Rest tingling. All charged
Wrong
up.
place to linger. Idlers free. Remains in our midst. Seeking cover. Refugee camp. Rika.
Sustain.
I advise you decamp directly. Forever vigilant.
My aftermarket parts are dry.
that was a terrible shot. Those things coming in behind us.
State your business. Reserve set proper. Careful. Might be lying in wait.
It looks like a fight.
Acquired. The Protectorate endures. Giving chase. Parasites identified. Exit the plan. Wrong place to linger. Explosion imminent. They would drive us into disarray. Carefully reload.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Remain vigilant. I repudiate all vapid commercialism. Come on out. Advance. Move forward. Forever vigilant.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
I'm at you. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Let us read. Am not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
Liquidate them.
Stay tight. Allocating explosive.
Grass raring to go.
Rotate. Grenade. Away. They hate our contentment. No party shall dither. Hither and explosion imminent. Lost track of them. His gaze sees all.
Armed and ready.
I advise you decamp directly. Steady eye.
Get out of the way, chick.
Happy to help. Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
What
Do
are they
you
up
have my back?
Is that all of them finally? Found a flaw in reckless leadership. Often finding themselves in harm's way, you are no longer able to revive your companions in combat. I learned my lesson on the last game not to do those, but
Remain vigilant. Come on out, so we might talk this over. I advise you decamp directly. His gaze sees all.
who's talking?
Forever vigilant. Giving chase. What are they up to? No party shows hither. Hither and yon. Remain vigilant. And not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers. Come on out, so we might talk this over.
I'm gonna save my game right here because all right.
Wrong place to linger.
Saboteur. Alright. again.
Even if I go, can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor? No need for that.
It's a brawl!
Raptidon Den. I don't think I'm supposed to be there yet. I definitely need some better guns. Alright. Nice. I need a better gun. This shotgun kind of sucks. 17. Repeating rifle. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'll just stick with the shotgun until I find something better. Huh. To heal myself. Huh. I forgot where I need to go for the make that card. flamethrower. Ah, I do have the card. Surprise.
Look alive, Commander.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Sustain the system. Parasite identified. General Logan, ascertained. Grenade, away. Ah, these fools still linger. For our beneficent leader.
Craft's back in business.
They covet our 2,000. Rubber vigilant. Breaking for cover. Definitely something.
Craft's ready if you need a house call.
There you are.
Lay low, Command.
Down. Duplicity. Cut weeds that
Medkit coming your way.
Oh shoot.
Someone call for a medic.
Let's get you healed. Happy to help. Discreetly.
Not walking this off. Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Status susceptible to danger.
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Susceptible to danger. You cannot improve.
Hate to ask for help, but help?
Oh shoot.
A little busy bleeding out if you haven't noticed.
You can't fight contentment. Target loss. All rightly
me
appreciate our
handle this.
perfect life of contentment and... You cannot improve perfection. The system is resilient.
Dying over here.
You think too much. Insurgent has disappeared. Additional
Time to earn my commission.
doubt, duplicity, cut weed,
Fix me up.
eliminate.
I'd do it for you. Back in business.
Oh, that's probably blow up on it. Ah, yep. Yeah, this is probably not going to be pretty right here. I don't have hardly any ammo. Got some weak guns. Let's see. Explosive grenades, biomass grenades, smoke grenade. Alright, let's try those. Mines. Alright. At least we're not getting shot at yet. I don't have hardly any money. No mods, no mods, no mods, of course. Let's see what helmet I have on. Critical. A bunch of sucky armor, that's for sure. So if I have some junk to sell. Oh yeah. Earrings. Don't really need earrings. Money.
Admittedly, yes, but those were minor incidents. I can confidently assert that under my strict hand, this station remains impervious to the invaders' foul ingress. Not one of my soldiers lacks for discipline, as I have imposed the harshest penalties to those who have strayed from the righteous path. As instructed,
because I don't have any good guns.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was worried the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening.
He's the crazy one, I think.
Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the cholera. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot. Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. Hardly. I perform with full confidence the role the paradigm has cast me in. A well-honed blade with which to smite the Protectorate's mightiest foes.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. Let's not be too hasty. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it.
You've got a future writing serials if the whole agent thing don't work out.
I very much doubt that's true. What are you trying to...
How dare you walk into my station and think to impugn me? There are no words to capture my complete and unadulterated loathing for that corporatist creature, Auntie. Ah, I'm weary of this pointless palaver. You erred when you aligned yourself with the enemy, Corbin. Shame you will not live long enough to amend this mistake. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Eyes up.
Disruptive influences.
Rest healing.
All charged up.
Enemy.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Ostensibly, I must reload.
Commander, you're bleeding. Help me end this fight on my feet.
Replenishing my firearms. Swiftly moving to cover. We are duty bound to stop them.
Ah, this gun sucks.
Enemy dead. Ostensibly, I must reload. Play manufacture one.
Help me up first.
Seeking cover. Maintaining perfection.
Knew you had my back.
Reloading once more.
Back in business.
The protectorate endures, shifting to a less exposed spot. Sensibly, I must reload. Seeking cover, restoring the balance.
Graft aim ready. Not quite charged yet. Graft's ready. Let's get you healed.
Ah, man. My guns just suck, man.
Giving chase. Through hit, hasten into cover.
Graft's still recharging.
Gotta fix me up first.
Changing magazines, efficiently and in short order. Sustain the system. Reloading once more.
Over here! Free hole in the head. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Protect Arcadia. Moving to cover. Efficiently and in short order.
You're looking pretty recharging as fast as it can, Commander. Graft's raring to go.
Appreciate a little help, Commander. Knew you had my back.
Sensibly, I must
Medical
reload.
pack out.
Reload.
I knew that was gonna suck because my guns are like awful.
This is the control room. Bet you last month's earnings that debris left her mark here.
I don't know who you are or how you access my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude. So you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.
Cutting it close here.
Is there any way to cut it? Besides close? Let's send it out in space. Good luck with that. How can I get in there? Guess I can't right now. Still I'm gonna go this way. See if I can fast travel there. Map. Where's the little square box thingy at? Oh, there it is. I need to see if there's any side missions I need to do. Let's see. Pursuit of propaganda. Let's see.
There you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition. Best of luck to you.
Where is my... I set it as active, but I can't see where it's at. Where the heck is it? I don't see the little diamond thing anywhere. I mean, if it was on a different planet, it would tell me to get in the ship, right? If I choose that one, that tells me to get in the ship. Locate redactor. Found copies of Science Adventure Quarterly 305. Alright. Yeah, we'll just work on this one for now. Figure that one out later. Because it's not telling me where to go. Oh, what's this?
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy. directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
The Order of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
My system still ain't gotten the memo we're clear of the relay. I'm itching to keep running. We're damn lucky we got out in time, Commander. Real glad you found a way to mitigate the destruction. Without the relay looming over all, maybe the island can finally recover. Lon knows it's seen enough as it is. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough. Always up for a little back fence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's Choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind?
Key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra frequented it occasionally after the invasion. He said it was a good place to find newfangled gadgets and stolen prototypes and whatnot.
Should I take the robot? Yeah, let's keep the same ones. That was kind of laggy. I want to see what this tells me. I still don't see nothing. All right.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they?
I wonder if I can get into that train without dying. Guess not. Nice.
Whoa. Didn't realize we were landing so close to the action.
We've got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
I don't know what those wrists do. Every time I try to use one, I die. I'll have to check that out, I guess.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. Attention, passenger. You are running 21,000.
The station must have really been something before the war made its home here.
Please be mindful of your
If things
departure in the
escalate,
future.
might never be something again.
Hey, I don't want to die. I have to figure out what those rifts are supposed to do.
61st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Okay. Which way should I go? Oh, maybe up here. Let's see. Psych, y'all got locked. Hey, how'd y'all get in? What the heck is that? See if I have junk to sell. Nope. Guess I gotta sell some of this stuff because I ain't using it. Maybe I should try this gun out. It's like 24 damage. I need those. Some bullets. I was gonna change my gun. Change the gun. This one. I didn't really want to change that one, but that one's 17. Alright, I'll try that. Alright.
Folk were hunkered down here. Wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
How close am I to the next level? No, 3,500 more points.
We got an appointment to keep at Matriarch's Mercy. Let's just hope we don't get shelled too.
A gentle reminder to all non-order residents of Matriarch's Mercy. Exclusion zone entry is respectfully discouraged. Your compliance for the continued safety of yourself, family, and friends is greatly appreciated.
Stranger, the order bids you welcome, but also warnings.
Is it bad that, despite being in the middle of a...
In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here.
So it was one of
Ain't
our bases
scared?
that got hit. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
The presiding bishop sent you. Then I'd advise making for it post-haste. You'll find safety there. The rest of this area, less so. The Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore, after the attack. Cultists, mad to the last one. I believe they worship the rifts or some such. People will turn to anything to ease their discomfort during times of crisis, I suppose. They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees to lure their victims into ambushes. There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance. The creatures are of the genus Varachnid. They are large enough to kill a full-grown human and exceedingly willing to do so.
All our efforts add to the equation.
You would steal from your friends? How irrational.
Sorry.
I don't see anything else coming. Was it just the one?
I'm not gonna pick it because
I don't see anything else coming. Was it just the one?
I wasn't thinking about taking that when it was red. I'm surprised they didn't attack me. Like in the old game, if you accidentally did it, they would attack you.
Attention order acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich form. Our scientists have created the perfect BLT sandwich. It is balanced, layered.
Is it bad that, despite being in the middle of a war, I'm quite excited to see Matriarch's Mercy?
We were getting
Refugees looks like, and after that strike, there'll only be more at the gates.
Falling out of the sky.
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and in all probability, you won't have to find out. Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement. Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I remember this place, but
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return?
talking
Do
to
you
you?
believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting, there's no putting this rat back into the can.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland devoid of
I
life?
swear, it's
No,
nigh on
Arcadia
impossible to
is
find
doomed.
decent animal remains in these
Plain and
parts.
simple.
Thus, if we... And then we solve for... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something? Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate, to show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations. I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions. Given our present circumstances, most of my data revolves around existential threats, vis-a-vis the displaced. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors: longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. By quite a healthy statistical margin, yes. We nurture the body while we minister to the mind. We organize, we adapt. We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to it I shall get.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Oh, you want me to keep sickness to myself? Is that it? Well, I refuse to give in to shame and fear. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, spread tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
How long are we meant to stay here? How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke mine. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this. What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borsloaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire
What happened to
universe.
this place?
We can predict
Where do we
it
go
down to
now?
a decimal.
Another refugee camp? Another colony? What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict the worst.
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good. First time I got a POB, it was on a lark. It said, "Roll on ass, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today." I borrowed one. As a laugh, everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on. I just got that, what do you call it? Anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers. I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough. You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank,
Did he say he ate poop?
Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
We're not going anywhere! Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction. This so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me in defense of freedom!
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of error, that
Please, don't distract me from my more pressing distractions. Stop with the predictions. You don't even know multivariable calculus.
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me.
I just want to flicker in the glasses. Flip.
May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. louder, more often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turned those into demands for reasons of clarity and import. I was once considered quite the up-and-comer in the Department of Invasive Marketing. Looked down on all the bottom rungers and have-nots. Then I came here and became one. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me. The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck. Pretty fancy gun I was issued back when I was a rising star at Antes. Side with us, and it's yours. Even throw in a healthy amount of bits for your troubles. Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of error, that our situation will improve in time.
Word to wise? Don't accept anything here that's given for free. You'll pay, one way or another.
Up to no good? Good.
You got business? No? Move on. Earth who? Name of what now? You got some kind of ague? I definitely ain't letting you in if you got the ague. Reckon you at least know how to oil the gears of Ingress. Likely you ain't some protectorate or order stoolie. But I'm still gonna be watching. Go ahead.
Hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa. Of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids. So winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband. savvier than you look. Might be that I've got an agent over by the Guardian Estates that I haven't heard from in a spell. If you perhaps find yourself over that way, and perhaps make sure that the aforementioned agent hasn't been torn limb from limb, Sub Rosa would be most grateful. We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war, and maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. But Sub Rosa consists primarily of ex-Anti's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Complicates some of our feelings on the fighting. But if the fighting stops, our income begins to go dry. It's superb cover and a consistent market. Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide. And Sub Rosa delivers. At only a reasonable markup. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling! Agreed. You'd do well in Sub Rosa with that philosophy. Supposing you didn't get killed anyhow. Idle browsers will be escorted from the premises.
Dude, I need a lot of money to buy that stuff. Advanced encryption key.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say, whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a cicada to feed. Go on, get out of here. Scram! Don't make me call. Go on, get out of here. Scram!
You strike me as the upstanding sort.
You lost.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in.
What happened to this place? Matriarch's Mercy is safe in the trenches.
Look on the bright side. 1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced. Well, if the archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time.
Be right back.
By the law. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. As a doctor, I'm appalled.
We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out. Nature would drive us to our extinction. As a doctor, and a man of reason, I'll pass. Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair. Thank the architect. I knew you'd be back. Well, really, it was the seer that knew, but it is always nice to have his predictions confirmed. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Might have time to patch up 1 or 2 patients before we head out. I used to be a combat medic. A good one, too.
You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks. How can I be of service?
Parasites enter their second stage as spiky, worm-like creatures without...
You're right. The universe does not...
Ah, I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths. More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense. Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow? Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation. That is highly irresponsible.
Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
That'd be a big old fat no. Let's see.
Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
Yo, mama.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the N-Ray range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Indeed. They began showing up with their inane theories prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an
Is this guy involved or what?
review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Seems kind of sus to me. Go void yourself.
Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings. Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on Seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Yep, I think he's pretty sus.
Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years, and, plan willing, for many more to come. Especially given how very uncertain life in the colony has become. Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development. Not if you consider the alternative. Its absence would be far more catastrophic for these poor refugees. Really, the Order is being quite charitable. That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The
wow, what
observatory
a seer.
is a true sight to behold.
I think he's full of BS.
Speak to Abbot Newell if you've more queries.
No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will. Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it?
Can that go in the door and there?
If you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery, the Oracle? The one Wiley uses.
We need to help the folk at Opportunity, Commander. Void the Abbot. He's more concerned with exonerating his own than with making things right.
An hour alone with it, and the monastery 2/3.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order?
Law. I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations light at the cluster.
Arcadia shall ever return.
Smells about the same, too.
Wish. Invaders ordered a second.
Instead, enjoy Cultured Banquet, a 100% fabricated meal, the consummation of consumption from the Order of the Ascendant.
Attention Order acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich form. Our scientists have created the perfect ELT sandwich.
Alright, let's go over here first since it's closer.
Hope you're settling into the Cognito all right. You got everything you need?
Almost. Ever thought about bringing an Auntie's Choice vending machine on board? I ain't all that agreeable if I'm without my snacks.
I've got to introduce you to this novel appliance. Name of a refrigerator. You can store and draw from it without ever paying a bit.
Everyone knows a morsel tastes that much sweeter if you gotta pay a premium for it.
We regret to inform you Zeranium Manufactory 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir.
This is Factor Maytugier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. Yes, the source of the explosion was unmistakably Zeranium. It is exceedingly volatile unless handled correctly. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. No, it doesn't add up particularly well, does it? Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you were on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to not
This unit's current forecast takes priority over
been
conversation.
classified as an accident?
Apologies. This unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Provided zero warning beforehand. The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary.
Nice
at
weather
best.
we have been having.
I mean,
or
just look
not
at this
having.
mess.
Goodbye.
An explosion.
Well, running a manufacturing must
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when Antifa arrives. What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it. A transport pod full of Zeranium was fired from here, at Outpost Opportunity. It subsequently exploded in spectacular fashion. A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Someone call for a medic. Happy to help. Discreetly. Someone call for a medic.
May all your theories prove true.
I'm not cleared to speak with random factors.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. System must once her name took over.
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, I'd have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. Low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit, enjoy our banter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet. Failed to see the point, but if you must...
Now, this is important. Would you describe... No lectures, please.
I can tell we have little crossover of interests.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Two exemplars. Hello, farewell. Thank you for the
I have
sufficiently
many
compact
solutions, but none for your problems.
Of course, she's hiding something. You think those Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
Conversation is not possible at this or
Cause
any
trouble,
time.
and I will school you chapter and verse.
Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function. I only question them being in roles of significant authority.
Keep your digits where I can see them.
Show your workers shove off.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Investigator? Always may circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello. A visitor.
And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. It was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we workfolk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely. I've refused a few promotions over the years. Undemanding work provides me ample personal time for my stories. I enjoy speculative fiction. Does that make me suspicious?
Like I'm watching a work of fiction right now.
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The filing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. All right, fair enough. Understood. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
This initiate. Can't quite put my finger on it, but something's off. Like she's playing games. But I can't say I trust the Proctor any better. Hopefully a bit of investigating will clear things up for us. Once we find the perpetrator, we can be sure to head off any further attacks on Auntie's choice. Ought to keep moving, Commander.
What is it? All right, but we best do this quick.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Ought to keep moving, Commander.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
all of your theories prove true.
Always account for standard deviation.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by that.
Our Earth Direct.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think? I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. All your endeavors add to the equation.
Investigate.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Had plenty of managers like Svoboda back on Tau Ceti. Couldn't take responsibility for nothing.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The uranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of uranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet.
May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Svoboda. You know, I imagine the actual perpetrators becoming pretty nervous right about now.
The heck was that? I don't want to go back down. I thought maybe I could jump across there, but oh shoot. That was definitely not the way to go. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. That was lame. There we go. Why does Inez look like she needs to talk to me? All right.
Gas is still on, I see. Guess I must wait for a specialist after all. No reward for you. Yes, yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
Alright, let me put the... Oh, forgot all about that. Let's see. Is this it? Oh, where's the... Oh, that's not the way to go. I think I did go down this way, didn't I? Maybe. I guess not. Yeah, I went up here. Yeah, alright. Oh, come on, man. Oh, here we go.
You're back. I see my Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, then my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display. The Order regards potentially detrimental human testing as an unethical scientific boundary. We tried it on a cysty pig, though, and he came through. Reasonably no worse for wear. With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell.
Oh, excuse me.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Factor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this conundrum is approaching.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record. What is it?
Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Why does she have that little thing over her head?
Troublemaker approaching.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Hey, nothing.
Lay low, Commander. Medic's orders.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Commander, your blade rest. Healing. All charged up. Medical pack out. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Hostile spot.
Knew you had my back.
Over here.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. That should be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied, and may all your theories prove true.
I'm seeing unfriendly.
Armed and ready.
Man, I need some better guns. These guns suck.
Oh, hello, dear.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado. formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor's Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that.
I'm afraid the two of you are forcing my hand here.
You liquidate him!
Check enemy like turtle.
Rats back in business. Practicing some battlefield medicine. Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Get me in! Help me out!
My guns suck. I didn't know all those people were gonna start shooting.
On your command. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Why is everyone attacking me? Why is everybody attacking me? Alright. I'm just gonna quit. Play this tomorrow. Alright, later.